You know when you're scrolling through YouTube, enjoying some deep content, you click on a video and you scroll down to the comments, and all of them go along the lines of Nerf Gale, buff Flame Charm, please add more Iron Sig mantras, remove Voidwalker. Like, I know half of these are just jokes, but there are people who genuinely hate Voidwalkers. Everybody who plays Deepwoken is trying to do one thing: progress. Like, how are you going to dog on somebody who's doing like the only thing they can do to get decent XP? Voidwalkers have reduced XP in like literally any event other than bounties. Like, how are you gonna criticize this feature and consistently use it in all of your progression videos? But have you ever wondered where this Voidwalker hate came from? I guess people just don't like getting randomly jumped at times, like especially during progression, which is understandable, but you know, boxing with another dude is like basically guaranteed in Deepwoken. It's going to happen at some point. A lot of people also don't like the fact that you can also use the trial of one as a Voidwalker. Now, I guess this makes sense. Like, if you pick an origin, you should be locked out of, you know, accessing another one. But if you think about it, every origin has access to trial of one, except maybe Deepbound. I'm not sure about Deepbound. But the one origin that can do trial of one doesn't gain any other benefits than just like having a spawn there. So I guess the hatred for Voidwalker kind of stems from the fact that it's unfair to people who pick trial of one, because they only get a fast travel there. Voidwalkers can just sail and continue to have bonus XP for doing bounties, which is why many people argue for adding back Mark of the Lone Warrior, which is basically 2 times XP, which I actually support. But at the end of the day, not everybody is going to be happy with all the balances and the reworks, you know, that the devs push out. Like, I myself have a list of things that I would want changed, but you know, I don't make the game. I don't have any influence over it. I just suggest stuff, and you know, that's just how it is. But if we want to go into removing something, look at me, I'm a deep-bound freshie, I'm progressing, I'm playing the worst origin in the game. Please remove 3-minute combat tags for non-boss monsters. Please, I beg of you. The only time I ever come across this is as a deep-bound freshie. Like, I'm literally power 1 in this clip. A corrupted Sharko tags me for 3 minutes. It's a non-boss. And you may be saying, oh, it's a corrupted mob. Of course it's gonna tag you for 3 minutes. I get tagged by a corrupted Thresher. It gives me 20 seconds. If you give the tag to, like, Kaido, sure. Primadon, of course. It all makes sense. Layer 2 bosses, of course. But why the hell is a Sharko tagging me for 3 minutes? What did I do? This usually only happens from power 1 to 10. Every other time I can most likely beat the shit out of that monster. But nah, I do no damage, I have no scaling, so I gotta run away, I gotta climb. Now I gotta get this random dude, a Hellmode Sweat with a Chilling Evan Spear, to annihilate it in front of me. Like, I feel ashamed. Like, how are you gonna let another dude kill your monster? You know, take that XP that you could have gotten, you know, right in front of you. Like, I'm not drawing parallels to something else, but maybe I am. And the devs just love bragging about quality of life changes. You know, we added fountains here, you can teleport to Hive easier. Oh look, ships can turn faster now. Like, dog, I have a list of things that have not been touched since verse 2's release. Maybe even the beginning of the game. You know the amount of times people wanted natural armor to repair with Blood Iron Spirit? I know it's not huge, people have Thresher Claws these days, but I'm not always at a campfire, dog. Yeah, I can be all stingy about it too. Why aren't there any Mystic rerolls, huh? I'm sitting here with 90 agility and I'm not getting any Assassin talent cards, and I go to the Mystic and I'm not getting the prompt for it either. Why can I not re-roll it? Also, why are there no Mantra Mystics? This guy made a video on it. I have to cite it so I won't get accused of stealing his content. Iceberg is also a horrible 3-star mantra. It heals nothing without modifiers. You have to at least modify it for it to heal stuff. Why doesn't it heal anything off rip? And like, that's only a little bit off my list, you know, that I would like to see fixed. But you know me, I'm a mature teenager and I don't go sulking whenever something's not added. But the one thing I genuinely want fixed is the Silent Heart requirements. Like, why does it only work with 40 strength, 40 agility, and 40 charisma? Like, nobody actually goes charisma with Silent Heart anyway, unless you're going 75 for that one talent. I just don't see why it can't work with like any stat. You have no attunement. Like, what does it mean by you lack the aptitude? Like, my muscles may not be big, but look at me, I have 90 intelligence for whatever reason, and I'm going Silent Heart. Like, can you at least make it work with like willpower and fortitude? Like, cause those are actual stats that matter. And because of these restrictions, all Silent Heart builds are kind of similar. They either go reinforced armor spear builds, or they go pen stack willpower builds. I want more variation in my Silent Heart. Waiter, there's no variation in my Silent Heart. This one runs Million Ton Piercer with Tap Dancer. I want a refund. I personally think that it should be just like 40 in any one stat. You know, there's no need for like 40 in double stats. For a game that promotes build diversity, it really kind of locks you in place in whatever stats you get to pick. Same thing for gun heavy. Whenever you use an offhand gun with like a non-gun weapon, it reduces the damage. Like, it already matches the same swing speed in that one update that you did, so why does it still reduce the damage? Well, you can kind of fix it with bullets. I don't see anybody buy bullets unless they use gun, or unless they use like the Silver 6 with Light's Final Toll. Oh, Mourn, when did you get into all this build diversity stuff? I see you running a Dawnwalker build and an Azure Flame build. Maybe it's because those are the only types of builds that are viable, you know? You very rarely nowadays see like Crystal and like Lava Serpent. Lava Serpent is actually pretty damaging right now. I'm kind of glad to see it, you know, more prevalent these days. But like, do we really want build diversity at the end of the day? Sometimes we just want to play and we just want to pub stomp, you know? We just want to beat everybody and we just want to be the best. Nobody's running a Prisma Agility Assassin build for fun. You know, people only do it just to see if it's viable. People only make experimental builds to see if they'll do good in Chime. There's no fun in that, I guess. In conclusion, fix spring metal kick hitbox, remember to say hi to your mother, and drink some water.